Hey guys, Photo5 here with the 56th installment of the West Brom career mode, the most amazing career mode there is on YouTube. And we haven't done one in a while, so today's episode is going to be 2 episodes in one, and we're just going to cram a lot of goals in. And I'll tell you this now, we lose a Premier League match in this episode. I'm not going to tell you when, but we do lose a Premier League match in this episode as we're kicking it off against Leicester at the Hawthorns, and 21 minutes into the game, Kieran Tierney whips the ball across, we head it away, only as far as Havertz, who kind of loses up possession there slightly. Dave Scott then definitely loses us possession as Kieran Tierney turns down this left hand side. He's got the pace over James, he's got the pace over Tonali, whips it across, and Cornet is in there, and he just slides it in. A really nice finish there by, I think he's the Ivorian winger, I think he is, plays for Lyon in real life. But a really nice goal there, from a free kick though in the second half. Right into the hands of Collins, who looks to start a counter-attack with Jamal Lewis down this left-hand side. He's got Vinicius ahead of him, Marlon in the middle, decides to go instead to Vinicius. Looks to get the better of Justin, does so nicely, just slides past him really, really well. Lays it across to Havertz, takes a touch, and on his weaker right foot, slides that one into the back of the net, picks up the ball as we look to get the second and actually win this game. But Pellegrini here, charging forward, strikes it, great save. We win back the ball. Tonali turns, takes a bit too long on the ball there, takes his time. Christian Pavon then is threaded through, and he just slides the ball underneath Collins. It's 2-1 to Leicester with 12 minutes left in this game, and they're on the attack here with 8 minutes left. Pavon, the man that scored that second goal, looking to get the better of Jamal Lewis, whips the ball across to the back post. Kieran Tierney whips it back across. But luckily for us, we have got a man there to block it out as Havertz. He's going to play the ball to Chukwueze. Chukwueze into Marlon. Marlon through to Kai Havertz. Charging forward, looks to get the better of Justin as he plays the ball down to Vinicius Jr. Strikes it well. Strikes it hard and he strikes it true. And with 4 minutes left in the game, it's a narrow escape. But we are going to pick up the point in this game. Our undefeated streak is still going. Brilliant. As we move into the game against Man City at the Etihad, could this be the game in which we lose? Well, 46 minutes into the game, Jamal Lewis down the left-hand side plays the ball centrally to Tonali. First time up to Havertz, back into Tonali, little 1-2 between them. Cuts outside, gets the better of Christensen, whips it back across. First shot saved, second shot he heads home. Kai Havertz makes it 1-0 to the good guys in West Brom. And it's a nice little, really nice, a powerful celebration that is. As Reece James looks to start an attack here, he plays it straight into the path of Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne plays it across to Rodri, who eventually plays it to Cancelo, charging down this right-hand side. He's got options in the box. Wesley is there, and it's a very, very easy effort that should be saved by Collins, really. No real power behind it, but it was right in the corner, so that may be why he didn't really get a good hand on it. As Tonali plays the ball to Dave Scott. Dave Scott plays it to Vinicius, into Marlon, backheels it to Havertz, strikes it really nicely with that left foot. And Kai Havertz makes it 2-1 at the Etihad. Back in front, Havertz loves playing against City because he just can't stop scoring against them. He scored against them in the Community Shield, if you remember. At 66 minutes in, we almost give the ball away to Phil Foden. In the end, it goes back to Collins, who plays it to Zagadou. Zagadou to Scott to Tonali. Tonali's going to play this one down to Reece James. He's got Alvarez, Havertz making runs ahead of him. Decides to go to Alvarez instead of Havertz. But look at Marlon in the middle. No one marking him. Takes a touch. Volleys it home. Doesn't touch the floor from Alvarez to Marlon to the back of the net. It's a lovely chest. First time volley. 3-1. Once again, we beat Pep. Once again, we pick up the 3 points. As you can see here, we are already through in our Champions League group. So I'm just going to simulate this game against Salzburg at the Hawthorns with the rotation side. It's a 3-1 loss, but again, we're already through. No real matter. I will play the last match though because it is against Valencia, and it's kind of a deciding who comes first and who comes second match. So we will play that one. But 3 minutes into this game against Brighton, Plattenhart plays the ball into Soares Silva, back out wide to Plattenhart, whips it across, and Andone is there at the near post. 4 minutes in, and he makes the score 1-0 to Brighton, and we just keep going down by 1 goal. It's pretty annoying. As Vinicius Jr. whips the ball across, Havertz can't quite get his head on the end of that one. As Reece James plays to Alvarez. Alvarez is going to take a touch, lay it off to Dave Scott, cuts back inside, back to Alvarez, to Vinicius Jr., who's playing on the opposite flank now because he took the corner. Nice little Rabona, lays it across to Havertz. Havertz is there on his weaker right foot, and he tucks that one into the back of the net, making it 1-1. Bringing us back onto level terms. He has been on incredible form this season. We named the last episode after him, King Kai Havertz. But 22 minutes into the game, Marlon is not one to be shadowed by Havertz. He wants to get a goal of his own. He plays the ball to Tonali. Reece James to Alvarez. Alvarez to Marlon. Takes a touch, really nice touch. And another one, through on goal, strikes it, and it's saved. And Kai Havertz is there to tuck home the rebound. And in his attempt to be unshadowed, he goes and makes the shadow even darker as Kai Havertz gets another goal. 2-1. It's a friendly rivalry. It's not a real rivalry between them, it's a friendly rivalry. As Kai Havertz nods on the ball, he plays it right into Andone, the goal scorer, but Zagadou is there to easily bully him off the ball as Tonali charges through. He likes running forward, Tonali, and he's going to play the ball to Marlon. Marlon's going to hold up and play it to Alvarez into Havertz, who's looking to get the hat-trick in this game, but Marlon looks to get the better of Mancini, does so nicely as he cuts inside. Little ball roll, finds some space, it's tackled right into the path of Tonali. Once again, Marlon trying to find the goal. He gets either tackled or his shot saved. This time it fell to Tonali and not Havertz, so Havertz can't quite get the hat-trick just yet. But Tonali is there to tuck that one home. As we move into the second half, Vinicius Jr. plays the ball to Marlon, still looking for the goal in this game, as he's creating a lot of chances, but he can't quite put one into the back of the net as Tonali, one of the goal scorers, plays it to Dave Scott. Back to Tonali, lovely little pass in between them two. Havertz to Marlon, turns his man brilliantly, strikes it, and finally Marlon can say he's got the goal. It's the fourth goal of the game, the fifth goal of the game actually, but Marlon can say he's got a goal in this game after all his hard work to try and get his name on the score sheet. And the game's going to end as 4-1 victory against Brighton. Very good performance from the lads. I pick up 3 points. Here we're going to see the scout reports. We've got a 91 to 94 Chinese left back who's 6'6", and I'm thinking putting him in at centre back instead of left back at 6'6". Yeah, he's got a high attacking work rate, medium defensive, but 6'6" as an outside left back, an outside centre back, and a free at the back. Perfect. Really good. Really good there. 91 to 94. He's going to be the best Chinese player ever. I can't even name a Chinese player off the top of my head. Wu Li, I think he plays in the La Liga. But once again, we go 1-0 down, this time against Stoke, with the goal being scored in the 12th minute by Campbell. It's a very early on goal again, but we're going to try and bounce straight back as 21 minutes into the game. Havertz is taken out by Martin Zindi, the Dutch centre-back, and I think he's the one that had the big eyes because someone stood on his foot at the World Cup. But the penalty, Kai Havertz is going to step up, going in for that bottom left-hand corner, old reliable. Hopefully the keeper doesn't know. Of course the keeper knows. It's the AI. The keeper knows whatever direction you go, you know. But 24 minutes into the game, Bath is on the attack here for Stoke, but Reece James wins back the ball. He's going to thread it through to Marlon, who's making a run in the middle. Really nicely done. Cuts back inside past Wimmer, and with the outside of his boot, just cool, calm, collectedly, tucks it past the keeper. And Marlon's not been as quick in the goal in terms of goal scoring this season. I don't think he's got as many goals as just games, but that can be expected when you've got Vinicius Jr. and you've got Kai Havertz on the squad, as Marlon's played through 35 minutes into the game, lays it across to Vinicius Jr. Last season, probably would have tried to score that one because out on the left we would have had... Who would we have out on the left? We would have had Dave Scott out on the left, but obviously you're going to trust in Vinicius more than you're going to trust in Dave Scott. Vinicius Jr. though whips the ball across. Havertz is there to nod one home after missing the penalty, redeems himself by scoring a header in the second half, makes it 3-1 against Stoke. And as you can see, Stoke are not the team that beat us in today's episode. With 10 minutes left in the game though, we win back the ball. Apparently that's a red card for Dave Scott. I'll tell you that now. I wouldn't say that's a red card. I'd say it was a yellow. But with 8 minutes left, Tonali wins the header. Diallo's going to then win the resulting header, the second chance, basically. Tonali plays it up to Marlon, turns his man, plays it to Alvarez, back through to Marlon, looks to get the better of Martin Zindi, does so really nicely as he cuts inside on the left foot. Really nice finish. curls it to the back post. 4-1. The brace for Marlon as he gets the better of his fellow countryman in Martins Indy with a couple of step-overs there. And with a few minutes left, Alvarez takes down the ball nicely, whips it across. Tonali can't get on the end of it. And that's going to be it. The final score is going to be 4-1 away from home at the Bet365 Stadium. As we go into the final game of the Champions League group stage, we're taking on Valencia in Valencia. And we need to win to finish top of the group. It's that simple. It is that simple. You can see we've had a bit of a change to our look. Cut the hair, short hair now, still got the beard. Different coloured suit, we've got the striped navy tie on. And we're ready. As 15 minutes into the game, Dave Scott plays the ball to Havertz. Looks to get the better of the defence and he strikes that one across goal. Really good save by Sommer. But they clear it only as far as Tonali, meaning we can get right back on the attack as Vinicius Jr. to Tonali. To Dave Scott. Dave Scott to Chukwueze. Through to Marlon. Drills it across to Vinicius Jr. And one of our former La Liga players in Vinicius Jr. scores to make it 1-0. The former Real Madrid man against Valencia. 18 minutes in, makes it 1-0 to West Brom. But we're not done there. As 32 minutes into the game, Sommer from the goal kick clears it upfield. Only as far as Tonali is going to be easily to out-head Jesus there. Marlon takes it down. Through to Vinicius Jr. Through on goal. Again, he's going to cut it across to another one of our former La Liga players in Chukwueze. This time the Villarreal man shushes the Valencia fans who are booing him for playing for a former rival team. As Vinicius Jr. heads the ball onto Marlon. Marlon takes it down nicely. Threads one through to Kai Havertz. 42 minutes into the game, he flicks it over his head with his heel. And he's one-on-one with the keeper. Great save, but it deflects back off of Havertz's other leg. The keeper deflects it off of Havertz's leg and it goes into the goal. It's going to be 3-0 going into the second half. 54 minutes in, Chukwueze dinks the ball across to Havertz. But it was a poor tackle in the process by, I'm not quite sure who that was. But Marlon steps up, one-on-one with Sommer. The green timed penalty is well saved by Sommer. But Servi can't quite clear it away. Marlon gets to it before he can even clear it. He's going to play it to Tonali. Tonali on the edge of the box, threads it into the box, back to Marlon. Cuts back nicely, drills it across to Chukwueze, gets to the ball. That's his brace, that's his second goal of the game. 4-0 against Valencia. We're going to finish top of the group, and we are going to get the first team groups play second placed groups in the first knockout round. So we're going to get the easier, in bracket, in quotation marks, easier of the two teams between us and Valencia as we go into the game against Tottenham. And the smart ones of you would realise that there are no more games after this Tottenham game. So this is the game in which we get our first loss in the Premier League of the season as Kai Havertz plays through Marlon. I'm not going to tell you what the scoreline was as Marlon whips it across. But Vinicius Jr. can't get on the ball before Lloris. 33 minutes in, 77 minutes in, Dele Alli has his ball intercepted by Çalhanoğlu. Kai Havertz up to Marlon, turns Koulibaly nicely, strikes it off target. But only just off target there. Really nicely played though. But we're not done there, 82 minutes into the game. Reece James is going to win this header against Nkudu. Tonali to Havertz. Havertz holds it up, plays it through to Vinicius Jr. Nice to get away from his man, strikes it right into the path of Hugo Lloris. He's going to hold on to the ball, boots it upfield. Harry Kane's going to look to win the knockdown. Does so, finds Dele Alli. Dele Alli to Nkudu. Nkudu out wide is going to whip the ball across to Keita Balde. Really nice ball. And a really nice touch by Balde there. Cuts past Jamal Lewis. Cuts back outside to Dele Alli. Holds off his man nicely. And Dele Alli in the 87th minute at the Hawthorns tucks it underneath Collins. And he makes it 1-0 to Spurs. Poch is still the manager in this timeline. And with 3 minutes left in the game, Dele Alli holds up nicely against Diallo. Gets past him really easily, actually. And then he nutmegs Collins to make it 1-0 to Spurs. And that is going to be the first defeat in the Premier League this season for West Brom. And it's just given Liverpool the opportunity to catch up with us. We've still got quite a lot of the season left to go, but it's not a great way to lose your first game so late in the game. I would rather be smashed to lose my first game than lose it 1-0 in the last minute. But that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace. Hope you enjoyed the 2-for-1 episode. See ya.